So Dan, as everyone is piling out, it's over, they're going home, they're thinking about it. What are you thinking about what you saw?
I'm thinking about so many aspects, things I've just read about in history books that I've now seen with my own eyes for the first time. I'm thinking about how choreographed it was. They gave us a vision, they showed the world a vision of who they wanted to be, the monarchy. I was thinking about the things that are new, the woman in command of the sailors who were pulling the gun carriage, the prayers from the female Bishop of London, other women in Westminster Abbey, the first time ever at a royal funeral. I'm thinking about the Catholic cardinal who gave prayers at the royal funeral, only meters away from where Queen Elizabeth I lay, the great champion of Protestantism. I'm also thinking about how you can't fake the popularity of the former Queen. Those lines, those huge numbers of people that came down to pay their last respects as the car was whizzing towards Windsor. That was unchoreographed. They couldn't fake that, and there were hundreds of thousands of people. She mattered to people here in the UK.
And as you talked about sort of the women, all of that, as you said, was choreographed. That was all sending a message.
It's all there to send a message. The prayers chosen, the songs, the people doing the readings. You hear from people the importance of the Commonwealth, the prominence of the Canadians, the RCMP, Trudeau being invited to all the events, the prominence of Scotland within it, because as you know, within the UK at the moment, there's a battle for whether Scotland will remain part of the UK. It was all painstakingly put together to present a certain vision of the monarchy and a vision of Britain.
This is not just the end of a reign. Is it arguably also the end of an age?
I think it is the end of an age. I think Elizabeth saw us through the age of space travel, of the internet, of the multiplying of the Earth's population. I mean, there's a lot that's happened in the last 70 years. But also she saw Britain through an age when it went from being in a position of global predominance, global hegemony. The British Empire was still intact when she was young, when she was a child. It no longer is. And she helped Britain to come to terms with playing a smaller part in the world, being a smaller player.
And so at this point, you know, as the veil is lifting, right, that veil of lace of mourning is lifting, when the king wakes up in the morning and he surveys his kingdom, he surveys the world, this country in particular, what kind of world is he looking at?
For the first time ever, we have a new Prime Minister and a new King in the same week. So both of them are going to be blinking into the daylight tomorrow morning, and they're going to realise they have a very full in-tray. There is an energy crisis here in the UK. There is a constitutional crisis around Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scotland's place in the UK. Our relations with Europe. We have we're going through some big changes at the moment. Now we have a change of monarch on top of that, and Charles has to work out what kind of monarchy he wants to be, and the rest of us have to work out what kind of Britain we want this to be. It is going to be a busy year or two.
And he has the crown, but not necessarily the built-in respect or admiration. That has to be earned.
He is, you're so right. He's got that crown now, but does he have the love and affection of his people like his mother did? The next 6 months are going to be very important. And he's going to have to make plans around his coronation. He has to capture the public mood. It can't be it can't be too jarring. Spend too much money or not enough, and people will think it's a failure. You've got to do just the right thing. And he hasn't got long to build that legacy because he's a man in his 70s. So it's going to be tricky.
All right, Dan Snow, as always, thank you. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much.